super excited right now. For you guys who might have missed it, might not know what it is, crypto is going mainstream. It is no longer a hoax. On March 2nd, this past Sunday, President Donald Trump had announced that he is going to be adding cryptocurrency to his federal strategic reserves. And the cryptocurrencies that he's adding is no other than XRP, Cardano, and Solana, right? By adding these, actually, here's the fun thing. So I predicted this in my book, but who's talking? And it sent like shockwaves through the system for a day. We had a big pump, and then everything went back down. And don't worry, I'm gonna get into that too. This is Key's Guide to Freedom. I'm your boy TK. Let's talk about it. So Sunday was a historic day for those of us that's been in the crypto space for the last few years. It's been kind of beautiful with the last administration and Gary Gensler going at crypto with a type of enforcement protocol. It was really just messing a lot of things up. But here comes the new administration. Here comes President Donald Trump, and he did vow to make the U.S. cryptocurrency of the world, which is huge, right? Let me take these off because I want you guys to hear me on this one. Listen, there's a lot of hoopla and there's a lot of FOMO about cryptocurrency and whether or not you should invest. It's a speculative asset. All of these things. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. It's the future, you guys. It is the future of not just finance, but the tokenization of everything. All of the things that you think that has value today, eventually is going to be attached to some type of tokenization, whether it's an NFT, whether it's a cryptocurrency. You know, it's going to be on the blockchain, and it is happening in real time. So, what does it really mean that the U.S. government and other governments across the world has already been collecting cryptocurrencies, and really what it means is really just like I said before, an update of the financial system. You're talking about a way where we can uh, have finances without borders, which for most of us in the United States, we don't even know what that means. If you ever tried to send money to a different country, you know exactly how difficult and how expensive that can be, right? For the first time in our history, uh, that we can now send payments to anywhere in the country from one person's phone to the next person's phone without the middleman, without having a bunch of different fees and a lengthy period of waiting or identification, just, straight peer to peer transaction, right? There's a bunch of layers to it. Matter of fact, if y'all want to, let me know in the chat if y'all want me to break down how crypto layers work, layer ones, layer twos, and so on and so forth, smart contracts, NFTs. I can do a complete breakdown. But the fact that the federal government is going to be buying cryptocurrency, if you're not in crypto, you might want to get in soon because once regulations come, then there's going to be a flood of new money coming in from institutional investors, talking about banks, hedge funds, all of that. They're going to be flying into this space, and it's going to be one of those things that you're going to hear about, and if you're not in, you're going to hit yourself about, right? Because this is huge. I am super excited. Listen, for those of you guys who are nervous and kind of like, I don't know if this crypto thing, it sounds complicated. It's really not. All it is just new money. And check it out. I wrote a book. Here we go. I wrote a book, Demystifying Cryptocurrency. Right? I talked about why you needed these coins like XRP and Cardano, HBAR, and some others. Right? Solana. I've talked in my book, right? In chapter 8, matter of fact, I outline why you need these coins. What is their purpose? How are they going to serve the new financial system? Um, XRP, cross border payments, right? The efficiency, large sums of money, right? It's all in line with the Fed goal for faster, cheaper international transactions, right? Cardano, ADA is the ticker, right? Peer to peer, it's been noticed peer to peer for the SWIFT, where you can uh, trade money safer. It has institutional adoption already. You have Solana with its scalability. You can build things on top of it. This is when I talk about the layer ones, layer twos. Of course, he later on tweeted about Bitcoin and Ethereum and the smart contracts. Smart contracts. I'm gonna do a segment on smart contracts because you guys, anybody who's creating out there needs to understand these things because it is going to change so many lives with being able to basically create your own royalty contracts and collect royalties for life. Right, global finance integration is going to change the world. It's going to change all these countries that may be rich in minerals, but they can't get access to funding outside their countries or they're cut off. It's open now, right? So just like you can open an app and do business in China and India, you're going to be able to do business in those other countries, Africa, some South American countries that you typically couldn't get your money to, right? Imagine getting your paychecks instead of every day. You can do it. I mean, instead of every 2 weeks or every month, you can start getting payments every day or even every hour, depending on how you break it down. All of this stuff is possible. All of this stuff is actually is the future, right? I outlined it all of this stuff uh, in my book. So I'm giving away a free copy, excuse me, a free chapter. Right, first chapter is free, so you can actually get a little insight. And if it's something that you want, you can go ahead and buy the book. And I'm only charging $8. Right, it's only $8. Right, I'm not trying to get rich off of you guys. I just wanted to give you guys the knowledge and game is to be sold, so I want you to respect it enough to read it, invest a little bit and get a lot of knowledge, right? um but it's happening right now. It is March. They just made the announcement. The markets are going up and down, so people are kind of stagnant. I'm gonna tell you, the difference now between the last bull run 4 years ago was this: we didn't have institutional investors, y'all. We wanted Wall Street because we was in, we had good good entry points in, and we were like, come on, Wall Street, come on. And now they're here, and guess what? They've been buying up Bitcoin, they've been buying up Ethereum. Why? Because those control the markets and they understand this. Right now, let me say this: full disclosure, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a dude who happened to study about a new emerging technology that I value. And if you don't know why I value, because I've actually lost $500,000 by not valuing it in real life. That's covered in my book, first chapter. So read that. It's a doozy. So anyway, so now that I'm paying attention, because it's a lot of money to lose, you start perking up real fast. I understand enough. I'm just sharing what I know. Like I said, I'm not an advisor. This is not financial advice, but in this particular space, I might have some knowledge that I'm sharing to the public. So back to Wall Street. So now that Wall Street is in here, they understand what moves the market. They bought a bunch of it, so now they can move the market at will up until the banks get in. Banks are waiting on regulations. That's kind of what we're holding out for right now. Um, it's coming. All right. Right now, you're starting to see a lot of the cases that went on with Gary Gensler getting thrown out because there was no basis. There is no rules. So how can you arrest me for breaking the rules? And then if you refuse to tell me the rules, how am I going to play by the rules? So once the rules come out and banks now have a safe route to go in and invest, hedge funds, you don't see pensions, all of that, all of the trillions of dollars just sitting on the sideline waiting to get in. You can either miss it and you can replay this video, be like, that dude, that little middle-aged black dude on YouTube or TikTok, wherever you're watching it, He said something like that. He told me he had a book, and I didn't listen. Even after he told me that he lost $500,000 by just not paying good attention, good enough attention, right? Forgot a couple of little numbers on the email, and it was over. So you do what you want, but for me, I see what's coming on. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be a wild wide because, like I said, the Wolves are now in the building, and they are doing their thing. If you're a day trader, it's been rough, right? The market is super volatile. Things like 4 years ago, the news that just broke would have made millionaires overnight, right? We see that it went up for a day and tanked back down, and a lot of that is just because there's not a too many big players got a lot of influence right now because of there's not enough whales in. Now, once the rest of the whales get the clarity when regulation come out, they're coming in. It's going to be a different game. You probably won't see the parabolic gains that you will in the next couple of months um, if you haven't invested. If you invested the last couple of years, you're in great shape. If you haven't, your time is winding out. You do not have a lot of time. However, ownership is key. You always need to have some type of stake in the game that you are either forced to be played in or you choose to be played in. So for me, I'm looking at the new financial system, and I'm looking like, hey, this is a way I can invest in it. This is the way I can have ownership in it. This is the way I can extend wealth from not just me, but for my family. I'm going in, right? For investors, you guys, like I said, because I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, right? But for all of us crypto enthusiasts, uh, man, this is some wonderful news, and we've been waiting for it for extremely long time. If you thinking about it but you're not sure, go ahead, get a free check, get the link in the description or in my bio. Grab the first chapter of the book, just open it up, read it. I put it in there where if you are curious enough and it has to give you enough value, go ahead, purchase the book. If not, you can read the chapter, get a good understanding, and you can watch a couple of YouTubes, check out some of my videos, and you can piece it that way. But however you get it. But this is going to be a beautiful journey, and I am here for it. All right. So this is Keys Guide Freedom. Again, it's your boy TK. You guys have a blessed day. I'm out.